Inside of a detention facility in McAllen, Texas. These right here are images released by the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol just a few hours ago. This morning, lawmakers and the media were able to go inside and tour facilities across the country. Our Washington correspondent, Alexandra Limon, was part of a group of the Texas-Mexico border. She tells us this was a way to learn more about how undocumented immigrants are processed. It also sparked a call from the Trump administration to change its zero-tolerance policy.
We got a behind-the-scenes look at a Border Patrol processing center. We couldn't take our cameras inside, but I can tell you people were crowded into cells with concrete floors. They were behind chain-link fences and had nothing but mats and blankets and, of course, food. However, from that point, parents are charged with crimes. It's at that point that their children are separated from them and taken to facilities like this one. The sign reads, "Welcome to Casa Padre," but after Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon was turned away, the warehouse that now houses undocumented immigrant children has been the center of a hot debate. On Father's Day, Senator Merkley, Senator Chris Van Hollen, and other lawmakers returned for an official tour.
They went from 500 kids here in April to almost 1,500 right now. There's no place to put them. They're talking about starting a tent city for children near El Paso.
As lawmakers visited various detention centers, people gathered to protest the separation of families. In the past, many immigrants were simply deported with their kids. The Trump administration calls that policy catch and release. Instead, they have a new zero-tolerance policy, which means all adults who cross the border illegally are charged with a crime, sent to court, and that's when they're separated from their children. The administration says charging people with these crimes is necessary to prevent people from trafficking drugs and committing heinous crimes.
There has to be a consequence for entering the country illegally.
But lawmakers say the practice of separating these kids from their parents causes irreparable harm and trauma.
My fear is that there may be loss of life. And the loss of life is children who can't be found.
Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon says in the first 6 weeks of the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy, 2,000 children were separated from their families. And since then, about another 1,000 children have been separated. Reporting in Brownsville along the Mexico border, Alexandra Limon.